If you're hunting for a budget-friendly Bluetooth mobile controller, you've probably come across the GameSir X2 Bluetooth. And today, I'm diving deep to reveal exactly what's good, what's bad, and why you might want to think twice before buying it. But here's what surprised me. The GameSir X2 Bluetooth promises stellar cloud gaming on your phone with ultra-low latency. Yet some glaring issues could turn your gaming session into a frustrating mess. You might expect a wireless controller at this price to be a game changer, but here's the catch. It's far from perfect, and knowing these pitfalls up front will save you major headaches. Now, if you're a casual gamer craving to play Fortnite, COD Mobile, or stream games from Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and NVIDIA GeForce Now, you'd think this controller fits like a glove. However, as I'll explain, the GameSir X2 Bluetooth stumbles in several key areas that gamers need to consider before pulling out their wallets. Stick around, because I'm about to share everything from design and compatibility quirks to how it handles real-world gaming, plus a few jokes to lighten the mood. Ready? Let's start with who this controller is really for. If you're an iOS or Android gamer who loves cloud gaming and wants an affordable, portable gaming controller with Bluetooth connectivity, the X2 Bluetooth seems tailored for you. It supports popular titles like Fortnite, COD Mobile, Roblox, Asphalt 9, Apple Arcade, and even MFI games, boasting Bluetooth 5.0 for low latency. Sounds perfect, right? Well, there's more to the story. But before I get too deep, here's a quick tease. The battery life claims are solid on paper, but does it deliver when the pressure's on? I'll reveal that in a bit. The GameSir X2 Bluetooth sports a traditional ABXY button layout inspired by Xbox controllers, complete with an improved D-pad and turbo functions customizable across 3 levels for various triggers. It packs a 500 mAh battery promising nearly 20 hours of gameplay and quick Type-C charging. The setup also boasts compatibility with multiple cloud platforms, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, Google Stadia, NVIDIA GeForce Now, Vortex, and supports native mobile games via Bluetooth. At just $29.70, this controller looks like a steal on Amazon, where it holds a rating of 3.8 stars. But ratings don't tell the entire story, so let's break it down. First, the design and build quality. Out of the box, the GameSir X2 Bluetooth feels surprisingly sturdy for its price. It has a telescoping grip to accommodate various phone sizes, and the buttons have a familiar, tactile feedback that most gamers will appreciate. The classic Xbox-style layout and the improved D-pad make navigation smooth. But here's the twist. Despite the decent physical design, the controller is uncomfortable for longer gaming sessions. The clamp mechanism, which holds your phone, sometimes feels flimsy and can scratch your device if not handled carefully. It's like getting a date who looks good initially, but then keeps checking their phone all night. Disappointing. Plus, some reviewers complain about button lag during intense gameplay, which we'll explore shortly. Next, Bluetooth connectivity sounds like a pro feature. Who wants wires? But here's where things get tricky. GameSir advertises their Bluetooth 5.0 connection as ultra-low latency. But in reality, the wireless link sometimes suffers from inconsistent performance and occasional input delays during fast-paced games like FPS titles. Many users report connection dropouts or lag spikes, especially on certain iOS devices. Therefore, if you're aiming for competitive play in games like COD Mobile or Fortnite, this controller might not be your best ally. It's a bit like ordering a gourmet burger and getting a cold sandwich. Disheartening and messy. A surprising bonus, though, is its cloud gaming support. Unlike some controllers that only work directly via Bluetooth on mobile games, the X2 Bluetooth offers compatibility with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, NVIDIA GeForce Now, Google Stadia, and others. This really unlocks the potential to play high-quality AAA titles on your phone. However, setting up cloud gaming requires multiple steps, and the controller's responsiveness varies depending on your internet connection and phone compatibility. If your home Wi-Fi is about as reliable as a squirrel on caffeine, your experience might be hit or miss. Now, let's talk about battery life and charging. The GameSir X2 Bluetooth packs a 500 mAh battery, which should be enough for about 20 hours of regular use, with rapid Type-C charging topping it up in 2 hours. In my tests, the battery life mostly lived up to the claim when playing at moderate volume and brightness. But heavy cloud gamers streaming AAA titles noticed the battery draining quicker than expected. So if you're planning a marathon gaming session, have a charger on standby, because the last thing you want is the X2 dying just as you're about to clutch that match. Also worth mentioning, the built-in battery means you can't swap it out, somewhat limiting the controller's lifespan unless you treat it right. Let's not forget the turbo function, which lets you customize trigger responsiveness at 3 different levels for buttons A, B, X, Y, L1, R1, L2, and R2. Sounds fancy, right? Well, it's a neat feature, especially for games requiring rapid fire, but the programming interface is unintuitive and buggy at times, requiring several button presses and resets to activate properly. So if you're someone who likes things easy, this feature might feel more like a Rubik's Cube than a sprint button. What about real-world gaming? When plugged in via Bluetooth and paired with my iPhone and Android device, the experience was mixed. Games like Asphalt 9 and Roblox worked smoothly with usually responsive controls. But during fast shooters like COD Mobile and Fortnite, I encountered latency issues and occasional dropped inputs, which is a killer when split-second decisions matter. The physical D-pad and buttons felt responsive enough, but inconsistencies in wireless connectivity made competitive gaming frustrating. Also, the clamp holding my phone sometimes loosened during intense movement, which really messed with immersion. Not exactly a stay-in-the-zone moment. On software compatibility, GameSir provides an app to update the controller's firmware and customize settings, but the user interface is clunky and prone to crashing. Plus, some features advertised on the Amazon page do not work properly or require additional fiddling. It's like buying a Swiss Army knife that's missing the corkscrew but has a shiny new bottle opener you never asked for. Now, before you hit the comments complaining that I'm too harsh, let me share a couple of pros. For casual gamers who want a low-cost way to enjoy a broad range of mobile and cloud games with Bluetooth freedom, the GameSir X2 Bluetooth delivers quite well. It's versatile, portable, and has enough customization to make gameplay a little more comfortable. The build feels solid for most part, and the classic ABXY layout with turbo buttons are thoughtful touches. Also, the battery life for non-intensive games is impressive at this price point. But keep in mind, if you're a serious gamer looking for precision, consistency, and zero latency issues, this might not cut it. It's the difference between playing with a trusty steering wheel or a rubber chicken. Both might steer you somewhere, but only one feels right. To wrap things up, should you buy the GameSir X2 Bluetooth? If you want a budget Bluetooth mobile controller that covers basic to moderate gaming, supports both iOS and Android, and lets you get into cloud gaming platforms easily, it's a decent pick with a few caveats. However, if latency, build stability, and advanced customization are non-negotiables, better options exist, albeit at higher prices. Imagine you're at a party showing off your new controller and saying, "Yeah, it works great." Sometimes. Not exactly a confidence boost, but if you want an affordable entry to mobile Bluetooth controllers, GameSir X2 Bluetooth can be that first step. And hey, nothing's perfect. Remember, even my grandma's old remote control had its quirks, but it got the job done. So, if you're okay with some trade-offs for the price, give it a shot. If you're ready to explore it yourself, check the best price on Amazon in the description below. Remember, purchasing through the link supports the channel at no extra cost to you. And as a bonus tip, keep a backup controller handy, because the GameSir X2 Bluetooth isn't quite the all-day gaming warrior it dreams to be. That's it for my honest review. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more truthful gadget breakdowns, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because no one likes false promises, but we all love a good cheat code. Until next time, game on.